And the Eastern Cape government is meeting with residents of communities that have been badly affected by floods in places like the Buffalo City Metro. Over 1,000 people have been displaced following this weekend's flooding in the Metro. And Newzroom Afrika's Malungelo Booi is in Mdantsane and joins us now live. Malungelo, all morning long, it's been a story of people who are cold, who are wet, who are tired, devastated, and families who are grieving, as we saw in KwaZulu-Natal, bodies still being picked out of the rubble of those who didn't survive a tornado that cut through the area. What can you tell us about your location?
That's right, Iman. In fact, we are one of the areas that where authorities have actually used it to house those that have actually been affected by the flooding here in the Buffalo City municipality. In fact, authorities here are saying that about 1,300 people have essentially been displaced. Those people come from various parts, really, of the Buffalo City municipality. Remember, they were saying that there's about, 11 wards that have essentially been affected by this weather. And of course, the Premier of this province interacting with those that are currently being housed here. And I'm going to bring him into the conversation. Oscar Mabuyane, thank you so much for talking to us. You have been moving around, interacting with some of the people. Quickly, just give me some of the assessment that you've made.
Thank you very much, Malungelo. Good morning to you and Iman, as well as viewers. Very unfortunate situation, but obviously now we've accepted that we are a disaster-prone province. We are just not having this coastline named Wild Coast for no apparent reason. It's scientific that we've got something that we need to look after here quite seriously and try to plan in advance how to protect things like this. Our people are really devastated, as you can see. We have lost lives. At least so far here we have accounted for one, but in Nelson Mandela we're speaking about 8 lives. I'll be that side this afternoon. Yeah. It's a terrible situation. I want to be honest with you, it's not a good one. But thanks to everybody who's on ground, the mayor, councillors, everybody, gift of givers, the business. I'm talking to the business. I know gift of givers is always getting this support from business, particularly SPAR. SPAR is enjoying a 35 market share in our province in terms of even our security grant, which goes to our people, 33 billion. It goes to SPAR actually in the province. So they get support, gift of givers. And so this is a kind of combination and partnership and solidarity that we're making. So we're here to be with our people, to pledge this support and solidarity, to understand that the pain that they are going through, we are with them. We're sorting it out. We're bringing in TRUs. We're in discussion with national government, ministers, Minister of Human Settlement, COGTA, Finance. We're finding quick solutions to make sure that we alleviate the problem that is here.
I want us to quickly touch on those that live on riverbanks, because we're in Mdantsane and there were people who are actually living on riverbanks. What's going to happen to those?
We've been engaging those who are in the low-lying. If you go to Port St. John's, Port St. John's is also affected. It's exactly the same situation. Yeah. We've been talking to our people. Yes, the discomfort, even here in Duncan Village. For convenience, most of our people are hustlers, are hawkers in town. It's easy to walk from Duncan Village to town, but it's wrong. It's scientifically incorrect, environmentally unacceptable that people must be living along the river banks. And we've been talking to them, low-lying, and now they've agreed. Okay. We are planning up, we're putting up a plan as a government to take them to correct places, building up houses, and we're moving with speed on that one.
All right. The incidents like this are common in this province. I mean, in 2022, you had a similar incident where about 20 people died. It's climate change. We cannot deny it. But how then, as the province of the Eastern Cape, preparing this province and the municipalities in making sure that these cities are resilient in what we're currently seeing?
This is exactly what I've been saying, that we need to tighten up our laws, particularly the bylaws in government, where you allow people to eradicate their own places, whether it's an informal settlement or not, regulate them. That's why we do have an ISOP. ISOP is meant to make sure that we are able to facelift the informal settlement, make sure that they've got basic services so that our people in situations like this, they can always be assisted. So we're dealing with that. We're looking at the long term. We're working with all the NGOs engineers, relevant environmentalists, to make sure that we're doing what is right. We are seeing it, and I've said that the wild coast is just not named that wild coast for no apparent reason. It is scientific. This coastline is quite wide, and we've seen it yesterday. It was really, really threatening. So, but I think moving forward, we are able to find a solution, working together with all other relevant government departments.
Quickly for me, Premier, will this be declared a disaster zone? Have you applied, or is there a conversation at least with National regarding that?
We do have a conversation with National. That's why I'm meeting Minister of COGTA and Human Settlement tomorrow in PA. They are coming down. I've had a discussion with the Minister of Finance. Has already said, let's quickly make a submission around that. My problem is more on the bridges and roads that have been actually wiped out. So there is a conversation that is taking place, surely following the proper processes, and we'll be able to declare it.
All right, sir. Thank you. I've run out of time. All right, Iman, that's the Premier of the Eastern Cape, Oscar Mabuyane, saying that there is a conversation with the national government to perhaps declare this province a disaster zone.
Oh, what a terrible morning for so many families across the country. Malungelo, thank you very much for that, and we'll cross back to you throughout the course of the day.